You got your insurance.
So I was looking into that. I
Make
was
sure,
like, I think
because
property
if they
managers
get
should have
sued,
insurance. Okay.
You in there too.
I looked that up.
Yeah.
I literally looked that up and was like, is that something I need?
Because you
How much coverage do you just have? Errors and omission?
We have hazard and errors and omission. But you know, our contracts require us to. But I mean, just to be on the safe side.
How much?
Like at least $1 million.
$1 million.
Mm-hmm.
I had it on here.
Because I'm telling you, them renters, they know.
Okay.
They know the law. They know it backwards and frontwards, especially the Texas property code. Y'all got a Florida property code?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you need to know.
Okay. Are we recording?
Well, I just hit it. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. All right. Okay, so our first show, we're talking about Valentine's Day and how it's changed over the years. Would you say that you still buy gifts for your mate, or do you kind of feel like we're past that?
Well, I mean, I'm a male, so this is opinionated, but
okay,
it really depends on your partner, to me, personally, because some people feel as though the flower route is more thought-provoking, which is cool, or some people are more materialistic. They want, like, you know, purses and all that. So it just depends. You know, I really, new relationships, we just need to do cards, to me. You know, because if you less than a month or two and Valentine's is here, I don't feel obligated because this feels forced.
But that's not, I mean, you can be thoughtful without it being expensive. So what about a gift having function? Like, oh, I know she needs a new book bag and that costs
Beautiful,
like
thought-provoking. I'm with that. That's not I love you. Some women want you to give them I love you gifts after a couple months. And that's forcing it to
So flowers, candy, and a card.
That's thought-provoking. Oh no, that's thought-provoking.
That's
just I care.
Okay, so
You're
after
sweet.
5-10 years of marriage, do we still care?
Oh yeah, for
Are we
sure.
still getting flowers?
Listen, or get put out, or sitting on the couch. I think that what's the alternative, and that's why I said, you know, because like my last relationship, you know, she liked flowers, but they died in seven days. So it's like, to me, I need something
that lasts.
Yeah, to me. But I do the flowers because she wanted the flowers. But they die.
I think flowers is more so for other people to see it. You know, like you send it to their job and all the other girls at work see that your man cares and sends you flowers. That's cute.
It's for the crowd.
It's for the crowd. But at home, I could see that not really being, you know, important. Maybe
to me,
you could buy me some shoes.
That's what, you know, some workout shoes. Okay. Because that's going to be something that we both talked about. Something important.
Right.
That's what I think.
So Valentine's Day is what? Another birthday?
It's a loving birthday. We're celebrating the love.
Outside of your birthday.
Yeah. It's, you know, that's what I think.
Okay, so single versus married. Now, have you been married before?
No.
I've never been married either, so I guess neither one of us.
Yeah, sorry guys.
It's really enlightening to talk about that.
We don't have any expertise. But we can, my parents have been married for almost 40-something years, 30-something years, so, you know, maybe they could come on and talk to y'all about that.
Yeah, because I don't have any
no experience.
We apologize.
Yeah.
All right, so what about the budget? How much is too much for Valentine's Day? Is there a Valentine's Day budget like, oh yeah, it's $300 is too much for Valentine's Day?
I'm financially conscious. So we're not going broke just for, like they say, a pagan holiday. We're not doing that.
I don't think that's right.
That's not, like, my whole goal is to be debt free. So we're not gonna put ourselves in a hole.
I think, that has to do, like you said earlier, with your partner, because if we're both on the same page, like, okay, we're not going to waste money on frivolous gifts in February we want to save to buy a house or a car or something like that. We have to put that money to the side and use it for something else. But females say that, but they still don't want you to do something.
We gonna have a budget, and we gonna stick to that budget.
At least.
And hopefully, I can ask you to give me 3 choices, so you won't be disappointed. And I won't be out.
Good.
And I won't be out of money that I wasted. You know.
You can line up 3 things that you want. I'm gonna pick one of the 3.
There you go.
And give you a nice name.
Yeah. So at least I know you're gonna be happy.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good
What
compromise.
y'all think about that? Let me know. Call in, text us, let us know. You know, because some people are just more surprise me, and I know
you really don't want to be surprised.
Well, in a negative way, I want you to be happy.
I like to think
that's what I thought. You know, because I want you to be happy, especially if I'm gonna spend my hard-earned money. I want you to be happy. I don't want to be broke and you sad. Now I'm in a double dog house.
Do you want to give as a guy?
I don't. It doesn't matter because, like I said, unless it's something that I need, you know, like even for Christmas, like I'm not even tripping about that. I'm not really a big gift receiving person.
You rather give?
Yeah, I'm not really tripping. You know, especially if you don't have it, I'm definitely not gonna be the person that says, "Hey, you know,
what about me?"
Yeah, you know, I want, you know, but if there's something I need,
it would be nice.
There you go. And you know, I try to get the stuff that I want anyway because usually it's outlandish or a waste of money. So I don't want you to.
You want somebody else to waste their money on your stupid gift.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to. You know, I want, you know, at least if it's my money, you can't tell me that was stupid.
Yeah,
it's my money.
It's your money.
Yeah, but most definitely.
I don't know. I think me personally, I think it's nice to buy gifts. I try to be thoughtful at least. Valentine's Day gives you opportunity to like pick something random. Funny or something. I think birthdays are a little serious.
Yeah.
So you really got to show up and show out. But Valentine's Day you can be a little crazy.
Okay. A little spontaneous.
A little spontaneous. A little trip.
Right.
Little, you know, event, concert. Like you could be a little more fun with that.
Most definitely. And we forgot our intros. So we're going to practice our intros just for y'all. J. Rashad Thomas, a homeownership ambassador. And I have my co-host,
Dion Newman, Plug Queen.
The Plug Queen. Make sure y'all put that down. The Plug Queen.
The Plug Queen.
There
I
we
need
go.
to make sure I got that on Instagram too.
Yeah. So hashtag the homeownership ambassador and the Plug Queen.
Yes.
So yes.
Check us out.
Yeah, and we're bringing you edutainment. And tell them about edutainment. What's different from all the rest of the podcasts? I know it's a million of them out there, but why should you tune in to us?
Edutainment is basically entertainment that educates. Is not just, you know, bullshit for you to watch and, you know, laugh or gossip about. It's knowledge that you can take with you, apply to your life, make yourself better, all of that.
Most definitely. And just to give you a snippet of why you should listen to us. I'm a real estate professional, been in the game for 13 years. We've been delving deep into black home ownership. So that's my forte. But I've also been in relationships, also very, very deep into fashion, all the things that we're going to talk about. But my bread and butter is real estate. And so we're definitely going to touch on a lot of issues, but we're going to educate you, but also entertain, because a lot of people need the entertainment value, but we're here to make sure that we provide substance.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Most definitely. And Dion is from the Sunshine State. The Sunshine State.
Yes.
So we have a very diverse backgrounds, male, female, but the main thing that we want you to understand is we love to do what we do. We love to make sure that our people win. This segment is for everybody, but we want to make sure that black people have somewhere to tune in that will create substance and entertain. So that's what this podcast, and it's called The Village Speaks. So we're talking to the village.
Name is perfect. is really good because basically we're talking to our own people.
Yeah.
We're not excluding anyone.
No.
We're just stating that, our community in particular is in need of this information.
Most definitely.
Of any additional resources they can have to better themselves every day. We'll be focusing specifically on bettering our community. Like he said, we'll be discussing entertainment, social issues, popular topics, but at the meat of it, we want to make sure you take something out of it.
Most definitely.
That you can, sow within your life, your family, your kids, whatever, to make yourself better.
Most definitely. And we're going to talk about beauty products because as you can see, Dion hair is the bomb. So don't get it twisted. We're going to talk about some beauty stuff too. So for our ladies, because I think we spend at least $1 trillion worth of money on beauty products. So we want to make sure we touch on that because as black people, we love to look good.
Yes,
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Anything else you wanted to touch on?
Let's talk about relationships in general.
Okay.
When should you be in a relationship, or is there never a time that you should not be in one? Personally, what do you think about that?
Personally, I think you should not be in one, and I can't say I think it depends on your partner.
Gotcha.
But if you don't think that you have a partner that is willing to go through your ugly phase with you, I think it's best to go ahead and stay alone when you're going through your ugly phase. And when you're done and you're finished really evolving and being that person that you desire to be, then it's probably best to go ahead and seek a mate, because I've had a mate in different phases, and I can tell you if they not ready to ride in your ugly phase, they shouldn't be riding in your pretty
Most definitely.
phase.
I definitely agree. And I feel like until you're able to bless someone, like if you're gonna be a burden, then you shouldn't pull anyone down, because at the end of the day, you can only do one thing, and that's hurt that person.
I think that's perspective too, because if you feel like you're a burden, if that person allows you to feel like you're a burden to them, then that relationship is toxic as is. Like, they shouldn't feel like you're a burden.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going through something, it should absolutely be whatever I could do to help you. It may be draining to them on some level. You can talk about that. But I think if they're, if they love you and are truly supportive of you, it's never a burden to help. It's more of a burden to watch you struggle. You know what I mean?
Well, when I say burden, I mean nowadays it's very financially taxing to date multiple people, from a male perspective, because there's never a situation like you're what do they call it? You're a boy if you ask them to pay their half, but you broke. So to me, it makes absolutely no sense to be trying to date and take people out on dates when you don't have any money.
I agree. I think you should absolutely stay home.
Pray about it and
grind.
Yeah.
Stack some paper up. Because I don't think you should take that out on the women either. And when you see that, especially dating, if you're online dating or anything like that, and men complain like, oh, you gotta buy this woman or this, you shouldn't be going out on dates unless you have money stacked up to take all of these chicks on dates back to back each night. If you got the money to do it,
so
do what you want to do.
So
but if you don't do it and complain either. You can't give without a giving heart. What is this? Keep that bitch.
Indian giver. I got you.
Make you feel bad because you asked me out.
Yeah. And now you whining about having to pay.
About having to pay, and how much you paid, and what you want because you paid, and
all that. So the Village Speak says, if you don't have the money, then stay at home.
Stay home.
Yeah, Netflix and chill it, and talk about topics that you can make money together.
Yes.
That will bring you to
that.
I wish we had a bed. We're gonna have to get us a
bed.
When we think of something that's real good. Yeah. So we're gonna ring the bell. So that
But that would require honesty and transparency, and most people are not being honest or transparent
trying
with
to
their finances or anything like that. So you're probably not gonna get a real answer or clear idea of who this person is weeks in and who they even stays that long.
Most definitely.
Find out.
Most definitely. Well, we're not gonna talk your ear off, but that was our first segment on Valentine's Day. So if you like us, tweet us, shout us out, Facebook us, Instagram us, LinkedIn us, whatever. You just find us. The Village Speaks. Your host, J. Rashad Thomas, Home Ownership Ambassador.
And I'm Dion Newman. I'm the Plug Queen. Check us out.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Yeah. See, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.